Ayan, hi guys. This is my second live stream here on YouTube. Please do subscribe in YouTube channel. So I'll be playing again. As usual, I'll be playing. Mm, yeah, again the Call of Duty Mobile. So this is my second streaming here. Dung 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 dung. Oh. As usual, Ting! Patutok mga patutok. Practice tayo SND guys. Practice SND. Hacienda Luisita.
Hardpoint. Hardpoint identified. It's too close. Fight harder. Hardpoint is ours. We've taken the lead.
Tama yun.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested.
Target down.
Hardpoint contested.
Oh, ang gaan sa feeling eh, no? Parang tanga.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is ours.
Tango down.
Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted.
With enemy.
Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective.
Enemy close.
Hostiles have captured.
Ah! Ano ba naman yan? Ay, nasa likod.
The enemy is jamming our radar. Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted.
Enemy down.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Enemy UAV spotted. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
We're lower, lower.
Targets in sight.
Destroy enemy's counter UAV. Hardpoint contested.
Advance pre.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Locked down. Hardpoint contested.
Contact with enemy.
Hostiles jamming our radar. Heads up. Enemy UAV
Uy, shout
spotted.
out sa 2
Hardpoint
viewers,
identified.
man.
Capture the objective. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Ah, okay.
Hardpoint is ours.
Grenade out.
UAV online.
I'm hurt.
Okay, back, back.
Friendly Predator missile inbound. Enemy UAV spotted. Hardpoint contested.
Frag out.
Hardpoint
Enemy
identified.
in sight.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down.
Uy, ay. Sakit naman ano, burst.
Hardpoint is ours.
Grabe.
Hardpoint contested.
Targets in sight.
Mabang pa.
Contested. Enemy is jamming our radar. Enemy UAV spotted. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Friendly airstrike incoming. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint spotted. Destroying enemies counter UAV. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is ours. Heads up. Enemy UAV. Enemy shock RC is coming. Capture the objective.
Contact with enemy.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Enemy shock RC is coming online.
Enemy contact. Target down.
Hardpoint locked down.
Uy. Bonak.
Hardpoint is
Bigyan na
ours.
sa ano para
Hardpoint
tapos na.
contested.
First win of the game. Ding ding ding.
Good job.
Mm.
Hardpoint. Hardpoint identified. It's too close. Fight harder.
Frag.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Target down.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Okay. Gusto ko mag-Holger, men. Gusto ko mag...
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Frag out. Smoke out. Target.
Enemy shock RC is coming.
Reloading.
Uy.
Enemy contact. Grenade.
Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. Hardpoint is ours.
Targets in sight.
Uy.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint locked
Test.
down.
Frag out. Enemy in sight.
Friendly hunter killer drone deployed.
Ano ba naman yan?
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint is ours. UAV online. Hardpoint contested.
Right.
Enemy shock RC is coming. Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. Hardpoint lost.
Smoke out.
Friendly airstrike incoming. Shock contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint locked down.
Buo na ko talaga mag ano ba? Sangga lang yan.
Tied to the lead. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint identified. The enemy is jamming our radar.
Throwing smoke grenade.
Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted. Hardpoint is ours. Destroyed enemy's UAV.
Grenade.
Destroy enemy's friendly predator missile. UAV online. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested.
Enemy in sight. Hit them down. Changing mag.
Hunter killer drone deployed. Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. Predator missile inbound. Hardpoint locked down. Friendly predator missile inbound. Hardpoint is ours. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Friendly airstrike.
Gabo na ko talaga men.
Grenade out.
Friendly hunter killer drone deployed. Locked down. Keep it up. Hardpoint contested.
Reloading. Cover me. Enemy in sight. Back up.
Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Throwing smoke grenade. Grenade.
Hardpoint is ours. Be advised. Hostile predator missile. Capture the objective. Capture the objective. Be advised.
Warm up
hostile
lang
sentry
guys,
gun spotted.
warm up.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Enemy UAV
Ba naman
spotted.
yan? Buo na ko talaga mag-ani.
Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Grenade out.
Destroyed enemy's UAV.
Frag out.
Hardpoint locked down.
Grenade out. Throwing smoke grenade.
Capture the objective. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours.
Ah. Silo.
Contact with enemy.
Mission accomplished. Good work.
Ding ding.
Hardpoint. Hardpoint identified. It's too close. Fight harder. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
敵を捕らえる。
Hardpoint locked down.
グレネード。
Hardpoint contested.
敵と
Hardpoint contested. Tide goes. Hardpoint contested. UAV online. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
フラグを使う。
Mm-hmm.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. It's too close. Fight harder. Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. UAV online. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. UAV online. Hardpoint contested.
ターゲット。
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Ganyan.
敵と接触。
Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. Hardpoint locked down.
フラグを使う。
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
グレネードを使う。 敵と接触。
Hardpoint is ours.
グレネード。
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted. Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound. Hostile predator pursuit. Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective.
グレネードを使う。
Enemy UAV spotted. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Una ko ngayon ah.
Destroyed enemy's UAV.
Grenade out.
Hardpoint contested. hunter-killer drone inbound. Online. Predator missile inbound. Hardpoint lost. Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed. Hardpoint locked down.
Uy!
Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. Hostiles have the hardpoint. UAV online. Hunter-killer drone deployed.
Target. Frag out. Contact. Target.
Hardpoint is ours. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint contested.
Run. Target.
Hardpoint
Oh
contested.
no!
Friendly Predator missile inbound. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint
Buo na
contested.
ko ngayon.
Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound. Objective almost captured. The objective. Keep it up.
Enemy contact. Target down.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. UAV online.
Frag.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed. Hardpoint contested.
Targets in sight.
Anong murag walay lamin idula, man? Ginsang kamot eh.
Nice work. Well done.
Yan nilang ginabuhat ka sa anong kauban.
Hardpoint. Hardpoint identified. It's too close. Fight harder. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Frag out.
Hardpoint is ours. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Changing mag.
Hardpoint locked down. We lost the lead. Hardpoint lost.
Ay,
Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Grenade!
Hostiles have the hard point.
Frag out!
Wala na yan oras. Okay nang ina.
Enemy shock RC is coming. Hard point identified. Capture the objective. Hard point is ours. Enemy shield turret deployed. Hard point lost.
Grenade!
GG. Putang buon ako. Napakaalat na
Destroy
yun.
the enemy's shield turret. Enemy shock RC is coming. Bring it up, squad.
Frag!
Hard point identified. Capture the objective. Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound. Hard point locked down.
Enemy!
Hard point contested. Hard point contested. UAV recon standing by. Repeat, UAV recon standing by. Hunter-killer drone deployed. Sentry gun ready. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Our sentry gun destroyed. Hardpoint contested.
Enemy contact!
Our UAV has been destroyed.
Frag out!
Enemy shield turret deployed.
Target!
Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. Destroy the enemy's shield turret. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Be advised, hostile predator
Enemy contact!
Ay, tama lang muna. Pagod ako maglaro, men. Puta.
priority testing failed.
Ding, ding, ding. Sorry. Yeah, we gonna watch a video, guys. Um, I do have like one of my favorite travel vlogger is Erwan Yusuf, and then but he changed his content from travel blogging to like having a studio, like doing food vlogs. Yeah, before when I was, way back 2014 or 2000, hold on. There's no sound on it, right? Hold on.
This video is brought to you by Discovery Plus, your favorite real life entertainment content and streaming platform is now in the Philippines, and you can catch all your favorite adventure shows like Parts Unknown, Deadliest Catch, and Naked Afraid on that platform. All info is in the caption below, and I'll give you more details later in the video. So this list is in no way exhaustive, but I was just thinking about how lucky we've been to be able to explore our amazing country for work over the last few years. And there are a few moments that I really cherish and I know that I'll keep with me forever. These aren't
Here's
for
the
everyone.
best,
Some of these places
guys.
don't have the modern travel
Here's the
comforts you
best.
might be used to,
Actually,
but if you want
I
authentic
tried to do
experiences, stick
what
to this list and
he
you
he
won't be
usually,
disappointed.
you know.
I will talk about these experiences in no particular order.
I tried to copy this content, but it's very hard because I don't have that kind of equipment that that you need to that you need to use when it comes to filming or having like a montage or this kind of stuff is incredible. It's fantastic. So that's why I really this is Erwan Yusuf is one of my favorite vloggers at all time. He's the best. And then no no other comments, but he is the best.
Everyone knows about Siargao now, and it's a great place to go, but if you're looking for adventure and a certain raw feeling to your travels, it doesn't have that
All
anymore.
done.
Further down south, though, you have the provinces of Surigao del Sur and Davao Oriental. That whole east coast has surfing spots. We went around there for weeks just on Google Earth, basically looking for breaks on satellite images, driving there, and then figuring out if we could actually surf. You end up discovering gems, quiet towns, away from all the noise, and get to experience a really chill side to the country. We surfed a couple of waves there where the locals were telling us that we were probably one of the first to do so, which is really special. It's not always comfortable, but it's so rewarding. If you liked our Davao Oriental videos, check out Origins Philippines. This is actually a show that I did for Discovery before, and I explored some of the lesser known islands and tribes of the Philippines and got to cook some of their local dishes and traditions. So check that out, it's on Discovery Plus. The Mount Hamiguitan Range Wildlife Sanctuary is a national park in Davao Oriental and is one of the most special
Oh,
ones we
Mount
have.
Mount
Aside from endemic
Hagimitan is
species of fauna and flora that you'll find
Mount Hagimitan is Hamigitan is it's very near here in Davao City. So it's I believe it's 3 hours of travel from here to Hamigitan. Let me just check.
the Mount Hamiguitan Range Wildlife Sanctuary is a national park in Davao Oriental and is one of the most special
Yeah,
ones
yeah, at least 3 hours if you are riding
we have.
a a van, something like that, or at least a bus or a bus, whatnot. It takes 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours, and then but that's um you're going to travel that one um riding here from Davao City through the center of Davao Oriental, and then you need to climb it. So I believe it takes time to go there, but it's very satisfied. It's very satisfied if you've been there or if you experienced that one. So that's good.
Aside from endemic species of fauna and flora that you'll find there, it's a range that is shrouded in mystery, and when hiking it, it sometimes feels otherworldly. It's a moderate hike, sometimes actually really difficult, and once you're at base camp, you can discover so many things. It's not just about the summit like other mountains in the Philippines. You can really visit lots of nodes and places within the park, which makes it very different from the other mountain ranges in the Philippines. It's also very protected, and you're unlikely to see anyone else
Yes.
there because they keep the amount of people that can actually climb it.
You know what's good of Erwan Yusuf? Aside for having a good cinematography, and then having this creative way to film this kind of landscapes. He's actually good of when it comes to he's actually good when it comes to storytelling. So that's what I like because I do love reading stories, and then I do love um listening to some stories like podcasts whatnot, something like that, audiobook. So Erwan Yusuf is one of the best, I guess, for this one because, you know, it's very detailed and not exactly all the information that they do have in a certain area, but it's something the way he speaks, you definitely wanted to search or you definitely wanted to go to this place because the way Erwan Yusuf engaging you, the way Erwan Yusuf engaging you to go to this place, and that's why I like him. That's why I like him. And one thing, guys, before I'm very happy to that time because before when I was when I was I do have a Twitter before, so I do have I followed here before, and then we communicate for a short time there, and then I just because I'm one of the fans of Erwan Yusuf, and then I just tried to um what they call this to comment or the tweet on his tweet, and then I just tried to reply there, and then Erwan Yusuf replied to my tweet, and I'm very happy to that because well, a million of fans of Erwan Yusuf. I'm more than lucky because I got a response from him. So damn, well,
Right, low. So if you're looking for complete nature immersion, this is one of my
oh
top
my god.
recommendations for you.
Gago, binakog wave, utang ina. I thought it was a wave, puta. Shit. Diba lang?
Samar is such a great place because it's still very raw. From surfing spots on the eastern coast that we spent days exploring to one of the deepest cave networks in the Philippines. We did a wet hike through the forest here and camped under a tarp, literally just a tarp, in the middle of the forest, next to the mouth of a cave network that you could probably spend multiple days, even weeks inside without seeing daylight at all.
By the way, guys, this is a video of compilation. I believe he compiled all the travel vlogs in, and then he rated the top 10 Philippines. Yeah. It's obvious in the title. So, top 10 Philippines best adventures by Erwan Yusuf. So, let's go.
It really feels alien when you're in there and you're surrounded by just lush waterfalls and just raw growth. Barobo in Surigao del Sur wasn't really part of our plan. We just heard about it and decided to stop by. So, aside from some beautiful islands and beaches, of course, the municipality also has cold springs, and this is actually really unique. The water is so fresh, cold, and refreshing, and it's one of the coolest sights you'll see. It's a small town that is basically built around pristine fresh waters and rivers. It kind of almost looks like the canals at Venice, but just cleaner. Everyone here swims as this river system that leads to the ocean, obviously, is used like a communal pool, and that's so great to see. I would have loved to spend a few more days here just living in this town and free diving to depths of the water holes, because I'm pretty sure it goes very deep. Trekking through rice terraces seems like no big deal. I mean, you see it on postcards all the time, but it really gives you a glimpse as to why people who live around the Cordilleras are so fit and why it was so difficult for colonizers to conquer these lands. The walks are always treacherous and dangerous, yet you meet different locals casually carrying like 50 kilos and their daily loads in slippers, zipping past you as you struggle walking on the rice terraces. This mountainous region has so many hidden gems, from waterfalls to idyllic little towns, and you can only access them through ancient rows of terraces, which is amazing. So make sure you just don't go to the famous tourism spots and just get out there and explore.
Hey Philippines! Hey Philippines!
Discovery Plus is finally here in the Philippines.
Watch more than 20,000 episodes. Of the best real life content in relation.
So it was covered or it was I believe it was sponsored or yeah, it was adopted by Discovery Plus his videos. That's good. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Everyone Yusuf is the best.
relationships, food, true crime, home, paranormal, nature, lifestyle, and so much more. The platform also houses the largest collection of BBC natural history programs featuring shows like Planet Earth, Blue Planet 2, Frozen Planet, and Life. If you haven't caught any of those episodes, they are absolutely amazing. So make sure you do that on Discovery Plus today. Another national park makes it to our list. Apo Reef is extremely famous already, just like other dive sites in the Philippines that we might have. But what I think makes it really unique is that you get to camp on this tiny island over this reef with few other people, and the park
Free
literally
diving.
becomes
Wow.
your diving playground. This is one of the most pristine sites we have, and depending on when you go, you could have close-up encounters with turtles,
It was an Apo Reef. Apo Reef.
dolphins, rays,
But meron din kami nito guys. We do have like you can just also free diving here on Pujada in Davao Oriental as well. We do have like free diving there, like activities. You can also try it.
and of course some sharks. Talking about sharks, I absolutely love Shark Week on Discovery Plus. You've got celebrity guests and shark experts and scientists that come together and basically discuss sharks on multiple episodes. Bohol is known for diving, beaching, and obviously chocolate hills and tortillas actually. But I think it has so much more potential than that as an adventure destination for people who actually like to hike and camp. There are so many areas, lakes, and rivers to explore on this island. One of my favorite things to do is kayak through the river systems they have there. You're basically between the mangroves. It's just so peaceful and is a complete immersion.
I'm so sorry, I'm off mic. So, yep, Bohol is one of the best place where you can go or to spend your leisure time. One of the best I believe because I always search this one if I if ever soonest if I do have time to travel to this kind of place, I would love to visit Bohol, the Panglao. So Arwan Yusuf, why you do this to me?
You can do this all day, even through the night, and even do multi-day trips where you kayak and then camp on the riverside or the beds next to the river. And apparently, we haven't done that yet, but apparently it's absolutely amazing. Throughout the years, we've slept in some really interesting places, and I think that's the beauty of traveling to off the beaten path places. We aren't really promoted as a road trip destination, but
You guys, I before I prefer hiking. Oh no, well, either hiking or beaching. Either both, guys. It's wonderful, the experience. Especially if you're having, um, if if you're having hard times, especially is this places, hiking and then what do you call this? The go to the beach, it's I can say that one of the best, to relieve your stress, to think clearly, and avoid to the place where you feel like uncomfortable. So, mm, Erwan Yusuf, the best Ben.
I think we really have the potential with so much yet to be discovered and the concentration of activity happening usually in big towns. This can only mean that we have a lot of areas that are quiet and really sparsely populated. To me, that equals true adventure. And for you to be able to do that, to explore those areas, you have to be willing to sleep basically anywhere. From hammocks by the side of the
Yeah.
beach to hanging them on trees
You
to
have
tiny
to.
shacks by the water, homestays with locals, and tents in the forest. We've done it all, even sleeping in cars sometimes. Every location brings with it challenges, but so much
Grabe,
more
no?
rewards. Naked and Afraid is probably one of my favorite shows ever. One man and one woman who meet up for the first time in the nude are paired and tasked with surviving in some of the world's most extreme environments for 21 days with no food, water, or clothing. I've been wanting to actually participate in this show, but I'm not sure my wife will allow me. Tawi Tawi is a gem. I mean, each time I'm interviewed about traveling the Philippines, I always bring this up. I really wish that it were more accessible so that everyone could enjoy it. The culture there is just so real and authentic, and it escaped.
Okay, guys, they said also before, you know, this is what I heard from my some of my friends and then some of people na ano daw, it's not safe to go in Tawi-Tawi. It's not safe to go in Tawi-Tawi because of, tourism, something like that. But I'm not sure with that, so I cannot agree because I haven't experienced there. I haven't been there. But let's see what Erwan Yusuf why um we will watch that one, the whole video of Erwan Yusuf visiting the Tawi Tawi. Guys, I can tell you that based on the video of Erwan Yusuf is Tawi Tawi is, if you wanted to experience their culture, if you want to experience a place and answered all the questions that you do have that you heard from from your friends or from these people who keep saying that this Tawi Tawi is not safe to go. So we'll watch that one later on why we should go there.
Spanish colonization, so it's very kind of like rooted. With that, you get beautiful beaches, amazing food, extremely welcoming people, and just things you don't see every day. People here live with the water, and as such, they've developed their own style of boats and houses.
Yeah.
Every day when we were there, we saw people racing at the waterfront, so one day we asked if we could actually join them, and it was really fun. I'll end with Agusan Marsh because it's one of those places that you feel both free and stuck at the same time. This is the most fascinating place. Locals live in the marsh surrounded only by water and sparse landmass. They do everything by boat. We actually spent more time like paddling in boats than we did walking, which is a really strange feeling. And sleeping in the middle of a marsh was so peaceful and eye-opening. The locals here are really fighting hard to maintain their way of life because it's so historic, and I for one find that really inspiring. That's it. I hope that you enjoyed that, and as travel starts opening up again, hopefully these inspire you to get out there and get exploring and go to places that maybe not a lot of people get to go to. Most of these places I talked about are probably some of the most socially distant in the Philippines just naturally, so if you're looking for solitude, you will be served. Remember, Discovery Plus is available across multiple platforms, included connected
Plus.
TVs, web, mobile, and tablets for only 129.
Okay, let's watch the Tawi Tawi one. So okay, hold on. We'll watch the Erwan Yusuf goes to Tawi Tawi. Kasi ano na yun, Peter na yung name niya eh. This one, is it the
Jolly
same?
Spaghetti. Always the meatiest, cheesiest, sweet sarap sauce. 59 pesos lang.
Ang Casino Active Alcohol may cologne fresh feeling. Matapang na amoy. Switch na sa Alcohol Fresh. Mag-Casino Active.
When's the last time you heard that kind of quiet?
Yes!
You'd think it'd be scary, but it's not. It just leaves you at peace.
Oh, okay.
An old Sama tale goes something like this.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Starting from the intro, guys, listen to the voice of Erwan Yusuf. It's very calm, guys. Calmly. Yes, like a heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like a heaven, guys. Damn. Whew. That's why I love him, bro.
An elder widower found a sea turtle and he brought it home to care for it. After a while,
You know what, guys? If I hope hope so, right? I like if Erwan Yusuf is making a vlog, like a podcast, damn man, it's all over. That's one of I a therapist, right? Erwan Yusuf is a therapist, right? He will just damn man.
While the turtle transformed into a beautiful lady and started to care for him. He took her as his wife, and from the union, a crying child was born. Out of frustration, the man called his child the son of a turtle.
Again, this is Erwan Yusuf exploring the Tawi Tawis to answer all your questions in your mind. That is Tawi Tawi safe? Is it safe? Let's watch.
Who is always crying. His wife got angry and told him that if he loses his temper again, she will leave and transform back into a turtle.
Just just listen to the storytelling, guys. Damn man. Ah.
He wasn't able to control his anger, and eventually the wife left. Now each time the child is hungry, he needs to bring his son to the coral reef so that his mom can feed him. The Sulu Archipelago is a group of islands in the south of the Philippines which don't have the best reputation. Tawi-Tawi is the last province of the country and is actually closer to Malaysia than it is to any other province. Just take a look at this map. It consists of 11 municipalities and many beautiful untouched islands.
See the details, guys.
I've been wanting to come here for a while now, so when the opportunity arose to join Gina Lopez on her test tour in Tawi-Tawi to try and help the local community, I jumped on the chance immediately. The concern is with good reason. The Sulu Archipelago has been known for years to be home to terrorist cells, kidnappings, and tribe wars that always seem distant to us city folk, yet very real, evoking fear each time these islands are mentioned or provoking travel bans and warnings. However, from all the people I talked to, from the military to NGOs, I found that the Tawi-Tawi was a place of peace, where people are working hard to change their image and showcase their culture. Well, I think the stigma is a lot of people still think it's not safe, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
but Tawi-Tawi is easy to say. When Ma'am Gina said it's safe.
It's safe, yeah, yeah.
Place in Metro Manila.
Everyone I asked, they were telling me, they were saying, "Are you sure?" and everything. I was like, but everyone I've talked to
At
said it
least
was
in
very
this
safe.
place, because we are surrounded by government enforcers.
Yeah. So it's still highly militarized.
But the military is friendly.
Of course,
Their-
yeah, of
their-
course.
Their presence, unlike in other places, once presence of military connotes something.
Yeah.
But in here, it's okay.
I heard, there was a saying where they said all the peace-loving people came to Tawi-Tawi. Currently in Bongao, or Bongao, I really did not expect this. The city is extremely busy.
Erwan Yusuf, your hat, bro. Damn, bro.
I thought we were going to a tiny island. So yeah, we're basically we just need to take out some cash, and then we're heading to the island. It should be fun. The archipelago is filled with stunning islands that all feel like local secrets. Since we didn't have much time in the region, we focused on Simunol and Sangay Siapo Island, but there are so many more to see. Alright, so currently on our way to Simunol Island, and we're riding a really cool reconstructed lepa. When the Samabajaos were mostly nomadic people, they would do absolutely everything on these kinds of boats, from eating to sleeping. I think it's a really kind of cool and important cultural, historical thing to know. Quick 45-minute boat ride just across where you can see Bongao Island over there. Simunol is behind me where we're going to be staying overnight. And this small island, forgot the name, I'll say it later. What I'm really excited about is two things actually. The food that's about to come out, and they're not cooking it here, they're bringing it from Bongao. They prepared apparently a feast, the mayor put this together, and it's probably gonna be extremely scrumptious. And after that, we're gonna go diving. And diving here is said to be super pristine. They kind of crack down
Mm.
on dynamite fishing, and now it's just, you know,
Look at the beach, guys. Look at the water. When you go there, and if you're swimming, so if you're gonna swim on that kind of water, you look like swimming on a, you know, in a certain pool that full of Listerine. You know what I'm saying? Guys, dang, that's a good place. Tawi Tawi.
the coral reefs and everything have life, and always there's going to be that balance between the good and the bad, but apparently here it's absolutely beautiful.
Listerine!
Dito po tayo ngayon sa Sangay Siapu Island,
That's the name
which
of the
is
island.
here in Simunol, Tawi-Tawi. We prepared a lot of food like simantis. Locally, we call it kamun. We have also
Kamun.
the sea urchin, lapu-lapu, and then kilawin.
Yes.
Yellow pin na kilawin. So we have
Kilawin.
also the blue crabs here. And also, we call this one kutambak locally. I don't know what is that they call it in English. We have also the, locally we call it sambal, sambal guling.
This is made
and
out of-
This is made of shrimp paste and also dilis. Then we have also the mi goreng. This is actually the staple food of the Bajau. Yeah,
Ice
we call
candy?
it- No, we call it
It looks like
puto.
ice candy.
We call it puto,
Can I
but
try
it's
it?
made of
Yellow jelly.
cassava.
Ah, okay.
Yellow cassava.
It looks like ice
Mm.
candy.
So it match with...
Oh, it's sour.
Yeah, if you want to eat this one, it should be the perfect
I eat it with
match.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll do that
perfect
later.
match.
I don't know. I'm just excited to eat now.
Okay. We can start.
Okay, I am absolutely starving, so I'm gonna dig right in. I'm gonna try first the sea urchin. It's a strange color. If you kind of take a look at that, it's like reddish brown. It's like stewed, I want to say, but it retains kind of its texture. Try the mi goreng, which is basically kind of like a local version of pancit, or mi goreng from Malaysia. Quite nice. What do you expect? Whoa. Like the spice level on that is pretty good. I'm actually liking this. If all the
We know that.
food's gonna be spicy while we're here, it makes me happy, man. Kilo win.
You know what, Erwin? I am thirsty, bro. I am thirsty, bro. Ah,
Pretty standard. Nice and fresh. Actually sweeter than what I would expect. So they probably add some sugar in there. Then we have the fish that they were talking about a while ago. Not quite sure still what it is. Very meaty, lots of texture. And finally, we have the crab. Not as spicy as I expected it to be, but quite nice. And it's cool, it's completely full. I'm gonna dig into that later. But what we're all here for is for the sea mantis.
see, man.
So it's kind of like a cross of a lobster and a shrimp. Sorry, the smoke's getting in my eyes.
So sea mantis, it's something like um, it's something like lobster or a shrimp. Like it combined together. It was crossed together, so it crossbreed. You know what I'm saying? Dang, okay. Yeah, I would love that. Mantis.
That flavor is so good. I actually
Siguro no yung for that kind of food, sea mantis, lobster, shrimp, crab, I can say that they do have the same taste, guys. They do have the same taste as far as experienced to eat, right? But I believe, yeah, it's to make this delicious is to make this scrumptious or more flavorful is how how you to put ingredients on it, like how you cook it, and then yeah, that's all. And then boom, that's all. So my first time trying to eat the my first time trying to eat the lobster, guys. I was in Marihatag in Surigao, and then I just tried to eat there the lobster, and it was my first time because I haven't eaten yet, the lobster before. I haven't eaten that kind of food before, and I was ignorant for that. By the time I eat that, we call like something like a fish sauce or not a patis, something um le- we call that one ginamos. So we don't have the what do you call this? We don't have like a butter on it. We don't have the mm, other sauce that can make the lobster flavorful because I tried to eat the shrimp and then I tried to eat the lobster. When I taste first the shrimp and then I taste the the lobster, it's actually the same, flavor. Eh, matabang or like, there's no and then I tried to since we don't have the what do you call this a sauce for a lobster, so I tried to use the ginamos and then I put some what the calamansi there, a lemon, and then I put like a chili, uh, and then yeah, and then I tried to dip there the lobster meat and then eat, and then lasa gamo siya ginamos. It tastes like ginamos because wala mga lasa na sila, guys. It depends how you cook it, how you put ingredients on it, the time that you're gonna cook it. That's
I
it.
think it tastes more like a lobster than it does a shrimp. If this is the start of the food that we're gonna get in the region, I'm gonna do this with my eyes closed. It's gonna be delicious and I'm gonna be really happy. So we just got off the boat. Sea legs are kind of like still there, still a little dizzy, but we're now in Simuno Island where we'll be staying in some houses here in town. And then tomorrow there's just like a whole day of activities planned. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Pretty tired, but pretty excited.
The area is mostly inhabited by the Sama people, and I use this term in a very general way, as there are lots of various subgroups with their own distinct languages. Usually, people will identify themselves as Sama, followed by the island they are from. They not only live in the Sulu archipelago, but can be found in Sabah, Malaysia, or in Indonesia. From our discussions, there are two main groups. The Sama Dilau, which are sea nomads who used to live primarily at sea on wooden ships, who now build their houses on just to ask the person you're talking to which group they associate themselves with. The term Bajau seems to stem confusion and tension, so I personally don't use it.
Samadea.
They found a big boy, about 50 kilos, 60 kilos, but it took them 2 days to do it. So like a long overnight over at the Celebes Sea, and it's a big one. That's impressive.
Very unique from the rest of the Philippines, people here are primarily Muslim mixed in with their traditional beliefs. When the rest of the country was being taken over by the Spanish, this area held up longer. The island of Simunul is actually home to the oldest mosque in the Philippines, constructed in 1380. So these are the actual original pillars from that mosque, all the way from the 1300s, which is pretty impressive. And then the mosque itself has been renovated about 4 times already.
Okay, advertisement, guys.
The people here live close to the sea, and many of their myths and tales are centered around the ocean. Being part of the Coral Triangle, Tawi-Tawi is one of the global centers of biodiversity. So we suited up to see this for ourselves.
Okay, this is the dry spot.
Fishing and seaweed farming are the main sources of revenue on these islands, so we woke up early at 3 a.m. to go out into sea with Manang Ronnie.
We fell on a strong and silent type. So he's basically just preparing a long line, and then he had about 4 hooks in one line, and then he's using octopus as a bait, which he's hooking up, and then he has a makeshift sinker that goes all the way down, and kind of the long line just goes. And then what I found particularly interesting is he uses his leg and his foot with a paddle to kind of steer the boat in the direction he wants. But this is insane. Like, it's really cool. It's dead quiet. While we were driving, we couldn't show you because it's hard to shoot, but there was plankton, like fluorescent plankton, and then each time we shine the light down, you see these kind of like glow-in-the-dark things popping up. I have no idea what it is, but I'm sure night diving here must be insane. There's no moonlight, so we're not really guided, so we're really just kind of navigating in the pitch dark. Yeah, it's just peaceful, I guess. When's the last time you heard that kind of quiet? You'd think it'd be scary, but it's not. It just leaves you at peace.
Hell no, bro. I know you're scared, bro. You're not scared because there's someone out there that's watching you. Right? And but I love this. I love this guy.
It's 5:30. As you can see, the sun is rising now, so we've been out for about 2 hours. Being out here kind of reminds you of a couple of things. One, that it takes a lot of hard work, patience, and perseverance to actually catch fish. When you think of food, a lot of people look at it as a commodity because you go to the market and it's there, but you don't realize the amount of work that goes behind actually catching it. And the traders who actually do trading, or the exporters, that's where all the margins are added. But at the basis, none of that would be possible without this. And these guys get paid the least. So think about that next time you buy fish.
After a quick little nap, we headed to explore the rest of Simunul on some bamboo bikes.
All right, so we're currently riding the BAM bikes made by Brian here behind me. They're made in partnership with Gawad Kalinga, which is really cool. All of this is made from bamboo and obviously
bikes.
just some steel and stuff, right?
Yeah, abaca from coal to bind the joints and act as like a natural carbon fiber.
Nice. And so what are the bikes doing here?
So here in Tawi Tawi, we're working with the I Love Foundation to try and create sustainable livelihood for the people
Sustainability, guys. That's what we gonna promote. Sustainability.
through Bam Bike Eco Tours. So creating bike routes to the far-flung destinations so that you can kind of explore and not need to burn gasoline wherever you're going and just be able to enjoy the ride and the natural beauty of the place.
Nice. And Gina's teaching us that she's still got it.
This area being very remote, life is very different from what you might expect. Trash, water, livelihood, and electricity can be quite difficult. We were accompanied in this trip by Ilac Diaz, who runs Litters of Light, a company that helps isolated communities set up low-maintenance solar lights. This just shows that tourism could benefit this area greatly, however it has to be done right, progressively, and in coordination with local customs.
Nakita ko na yan dati.
So do you want World War or Legend?
I want Legend 2, that's my name.
There you go.
Alright, so we managed to convince the fishermen, because we saw them racing in these little speedboats a while ago made out of wood, and we managed to convince them to lend us their speedboat so that we can race against each other. This was actually Brian's idea. This is his idea.
We're gonna make this happen. Rubbings racing, rock and roll.
It's a terrible idea.
Peace out, guys. I'm winning.
I'm having engine problems! So I clearly lost that race, all 4 races. My boat was called Legend 2 and we had 2 epic engine failures. How does it feel to be the winner? Do you want to thank anyone?
Speedy. Call me Speedy de la Tawi Tawi Gonzalez.
What was your boat name?
Legend.
You were I was Legend 2.
Really?
And I had 2 engine breakdowns.
Well, some people try to be legends and some are just the original.
Tired and inspired, we top-loaded the speedboat under the stars on our way back to Bangao.
3 magical days. I've been wanting to go to Tawi Tawi for the longest time, and it really did not disappoint in terms of expectations versus reality. It's really its own place. It feels like its own country. It has its own cultural norms, its own food. It's such a special island. It's such a special province that I wish more people would be able to experience. I get the stigma of fear and I get the stigma of security, and they just seem to be in a very not the ideal location, especially because they're next to islands that are known for heavy conflicts. But everyone I met here said that it was super peaceful and super safe, and we never felt unsafe in everything that we did. So hopefully that opens up a little bit. You really feel like what's great is the cultural heritage is so strong. People live the way they've been living for years and years, but you also do feel like there's a need for people to live slightly more comfortable lives and be able to have more revenue in a more sustainable way. Because with the fishermen, it was up and down all the time. They have to go further. So there's also a situation where you do feel like the communities could benefit from tourism, and I really hope that the tourism that does happen is a sustainable one, where it's slow, takes its time, and really respects the local environment, the local culture, has a strong educational aspect to it, where people can really take care of the land and appreciate it for what it is, and also the locals can learn to really appreciate their land and be proud of it, because I think that's the most important thing. We're heading to Zamboanga now, so make sure you guys check out those videos. Peace!
That's all, right? That's all, guys. By watching those videos, the video it tells everything about the Tawi Tawi and how wonderful it is. Yeah, though I can say that Tawi Tawi is not like it's not like it's a booming tourism. But to answer all your questions, is it safe in Tawi Tawi? Erwan Yusuf answered it by watching these videos. Um, I never felt unsafe there. So it means that the place is secured. There are lots of military who is, friendly, who is having this, camaraderie, and then, those are the reason that you should go there. Those are the reason that Erwan Yusuf explained that Tawi-Tawi is not what you expect, right? Normally, the expectation of people by the time when you say, "Oh, Tawi-Tawi," and Tawi-Tawi is dangerous or unsafe, something like that. But based on watching on the video, because Erwan Yusuf itself, by Erwan Yusuf, he went there just to answer all the questions that you do have. He just break the stereotype of how people think of Tawi Tawi. So, mhm, the fat kid inside, Erwan Yusuf, Feeder, y'all guys are insane. Y'all guys, is my inspiration. So thank you so much for making these videos before Erwan Yusuf, and you're one of my greatest um what do you call this, inspiration. And I love those videos of his. So if you're you know if you want to experience, or if you wanted to um if you're planning to travel, domestically, and then just watch the videos everyone use of, so you'll get some of ideas, what is the background of this place, something like that, just like here in Tawi Tawi. And I am very happy because you know, what do you call this? Like, I'm very happy because Erwan Yusuf explained everything that, everything that we can learn it. And again, thank you so much for watching this video, guys, or this stream. I know there are few watchers or viewers of this stream, but I really appreciate your time for watching this. Even though I just finished this stream, or even though it's not live anymore, you spent your time watching this, and then I'm very happy that you're here. And then, yep, keep supporting my stream, guys, by liking this video and subscribing my channel. I'll be continue streaming here, and then watching videos, just chatting, and then yeah. Thank you so much, guys. If you do have time, then just watch it. Just watch all the videos of Ariel Yusuf. And again, thank you so much. I think that's all. So I don't want to, to yeah, that's it.